Man, we up at Z88 today, man. We about to do the radio, man. It's airing next week, man. Come on, we in this month. Z88, Ohio, Akron, Ohio. Chey, Dolla interview, King, Simba.
I'm the guy asking all the questions.
All the niggas fell off, we going up. Anytime we show up, they get to going nuts. Pay me for a show, you know I'm showing up. After this shit drop, the price is going up.
What is going down, y'all, and welcome back to Late Night Local Talent. I know y'all missed us over the summer, and guess what? We missed you too. We sat up late at night and we thought about you. We cried about all the talent that's not getting exposed right now. But we coming back with a vengeance, and I'm not alone. I got my guy. I trained him. Now he's successful because he wasn't doing nothing with his life. But then he made the call that changed everything.
Cam changed my life.
I did. Yes. I was a Yana Van Zandt. I changed your life, beloved.
There you go. Well, there you go.
Anyway, DJ Nasty Neal is sitting to the left of me,
yes,
and this guy I've been wanting to have up here for far too long. We actually interviewed him back in 2017, but the interview never got played. But, and that's not real. It's not my fault, but it kind of is. Anyway, you're up here now. Ladies and gentlemen, the most smoothest, but the most aggressive flow in Akron hip-hop right now. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages and others, Chey Dolla.
Yeah, what's poppin', man? What's poppin'? Thanks for having me, man. I'm happy to be here.
I'm glad you're here, too.
Yes, absolutely, man. It's great. It's great to have you here, and we wanted to pick somebody for the first Late Night Local Talent that was somebody special.
Right.
I think we got that, so I'm glad.
We wanted somebody to come out swinging, because I remember when we had you at our Late Night Local Talent showcase, and I think you were the only artist whose music wasn't in the system yet.
Right.
So, like, you know, like, you came out and, like, you shut it down. You know what I'm saying? Like, you came out, like...
Dope experience.
There you go.
I do DJ, what's his name? Easy?
Yeah, Easy.
Yes.
He plugged me with that. Shout out to him, cool dude.
Yeah, so he's great today.
Absolutely. Can you speak into the mic, though?
Oh, yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so the first question is, where you from?
I'm from Akron, man. I'm from Akron, Ohio. You know what I'm saying? The east side of Akron, Ohio. Your Heights area, you know, that's where I was raised at. So I lived all around the city, but that's where my turf at. That's where my stomping grounds at, where I came up at.
Is that where you lived all your life, or did you ever live anywhere else?
I mean, I lived all over Akron, but I grew up there the most part. You know, I've been all over Akron, but I grew up in the Heights. I stayed there for like 17 years. Went to all the schools over there, you know, East Cluster. And I just moved around with my mom. She after we graduated, she moved around the city. So, you know, but I've been everywhere. That's where I'm from, East Side.
All right, I feel it. So, like, you said you've been everywhere. So, like, exactly how many places outside of Akron have you been, and were they all for business, like rap?
I can't name them all, but I've been to a lot of places. I've probably been to maybe like 15, 20 different states. Most of them was for music purposes. I've been on a couple tours. I did a tour with Devin the Dude.
Oh, yeah, Devin?
Yeah, we had a Up and Smoke tour with Burner, so we went on a lot of stuff. But I like to travel on, been a lot of places. Just left back from Seattle.
What was the Burner tour like?
It's a lot of smoke.
There you go.
There's a lot of smoke.
Okay, yeah, because I've heard some of his music, especially to a little bit of Pittsburgh influence. I'm from Pittsburgh, and it's a little Burner with Khalifa, just having that entire sound, like just listening to. So
there was a lot of nights, a lot of dope nights, man. A lot of packed shows, sold out nights. Like I said, a lot of smoking going on.
So what was Seattle like? Because I remember I went to Seattle in October for a collegiate radio opportunity, which, you know, it was an award I was nominated for, which I won. You know, not gonna brag, but I did win. But okay, there's two questions about Seattle I want to know. First of all, what was it like for you? And second of all, where were the black people at? Because I did not find y'all. I was looking for y'all for 4 days.
The wrong people, man. You just got to be tapped in. I was there. I was in the jungle. I seen both parts of it. I was in the good parts and the bad parts. It's like diverse. It was like a culture shock. You know, being in Akron, Ohio, it's not too many diverse, you know, other cultures. But down there's everything, you know, black, whites, and Africans, Mexicans. Like it's going on though down there. If you tapped in, if you with the right people, you know what's happening. But it was a good experience. I went out to Bellevue, you know, out there partying with the players, you know, Bill Gates and all them guys.
Right.
They out there. They got the
what was that
technology
like
out there now.
What was that like for you? I'm like, hey, everybody in here got more money than me.
Yeah, I was looking good. I was different. I was like an alien, so they was on me. They was trying to see who I was.
Right.
They don't know, you know, around there, they don't really see our kind a lot. So it was cool though.
What was your favorite city that you got a chance to go to?
New York. I like New York. It's a lot of fast paced, a lot of hustling going on, people outside. It's never stopping. It's just like, I like how it's going on out there in New York.
City never sleeps.
Yeah, I don't ever sleep. It was just nice to visit everywhere I went to. You know, the different cities, Manhattan, Harlem. You know, all this shit. It was lit. I liked it. The girls weren't too nice though. They was kind of stuck up though. I just liked it. I like what's going on down there.
All right. So one last question before we actually get into your first song. The first song you actually sent me was called "Going Crazy," and we'll ask him about that after you hear the song. But like, what actually got you into rap?
I just come from a family of musicians. You know, I always was rapping since I was like a kid. I was raised in the church. My mom, all them sing. My sister, they sing. And my whole family, cousins. I was doing like talent shows with my sisters since I was like maybe 8 or 9. Just I was pop locking. You know, watching TV, seeing people around. I just always had love for music in me. So as I got older, I started doing it. My dude got a studio, and I heard my voice come back. It was cool, you know. I never did it for like trying to like get richer, man. At first, I was just like doing it, you know. Stuck with it. Over time, people just told me I was good. I was better than people I was rapping with. A lot of people were stopping. I just kept going with it. So, that's how I ended up rapping.
I want to talk about your latest project, Motivation. And I got an opportunity to listen to this for the last few days.
Yeah.
You listen to it from start to finish, and it takes you on a journey. It really does.
It's like a movie, really.
It is, and it flows so good. Like I thought of this from the third to the fourth song. I was like, oh, okay, like I'm listening to a project. I'm not listening to a bunch of songs just put together.
Right.
I'm listening to a project.
Like a well thought out project. It was almost
Yes.
like the lyrics were like a script to a movie.
Yeah,
Because like the first couple songs was like right. Because like the first couple songs was almost like Shakespearean. Like the first couple songs was like like the beginning part, like the middle, like it introduces everything.
Right.
Then the middle it builds up like halfway through it. Then the climax is here, and at the end of it, like it's like you can. Not that this. What am I trying to say? It's like at the end of the song, it's like, all right, we get it. All right, it's over.
Right. And picking from a text about the album, the vibe is real laid back and mellow with tracks like "Know the Rules," "My Vision," and motivational tracks like "Winning." I want to bring up. I really like the record "Down on Your Luck." And I really like the feature on it with Space. And
yeah, that's my cousin, Space, and we got a couple records together.
So, like, what was the selection process? Do you pick an artist that, when you're looking at features, do you pick an artist first and then make the beat, or do you make the beat then pick the artist?
I just make this. It just depends. Like if that particular song, once I made it, I knew who I wanted on it. But sometimes if I can just coming up with it, and I'm gonna link with somebody, collab.
Right.
I know their style, and I'll come with a beat. But that specific song, once I made it, I knew who I wanted to get on. And my cousin, he's got that soulful song. He sings strong. There ain't too many people out here that can sing like that. So
right.
I knew exactly who I wanted to get on that.
Okay. And that's the thing too. Like we were talking about this at the beginning of the interview and off air as well. We love the style. I think we can both agree on this. The style that you bring to the table, because it's one that doesn't try to sell and only sell.
Right.
Like you're making music that it appears that you're really feeling, or that is just not like, I just want to make a record that I'm gonna hear at Thursdays every Friday or something like that. Right.
Yeah, I just like to make stuff I want to listen to. So I just try to,
So what makes?
And I think that's a very unique approach. My bad.
Right.
I think that's a very unique approach because like you're doing songs the way you want to hear them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because like you can clearly tell through your music that you're a fan of rap too.
yeah.
So what inspires you then to make music based off of experiences rather than getting exposure?
Really, I just like when I play my music back, I always want to just know that I was telling the truth, or I wasn't over exaggerating, or I just want to make sure it's authentic, and I just want to stick to my style. Basically, I don't want to just jump the wave and do what everybody doing. I just want to stick to what I've been doing. It's
right.
Like take a little longer, or whatever. But I just want to just be authentic to my sound, my music, and keep my lane going. So that's how I just do that.
Off this latest project, what was your favorite record to make?
I would probably say Elevation, the first one. I had my son in the studio with me.
Okay.
He made it, and it was the topic it just set the tone for the whole CD. So, it was different for me. All these songs on this album was different than my normal sound. Like I added a little auto-tune harmonization with the pain, with the pain. So I just put the pain and the melody together, and just like I'm gonna do something different this time, do a different type of project and get out my box.
Okay, so one thing I want to ask you about is like, how do you go about the process of like writing a song? Like, not just picking artists for a song, like how does it come, like how do the bars come to you? Because like I'm a poet, you know that. Like sometimes I can't make the bars come, like they come on their own. So like, do you like make yourself sit down and go, okay, it's time to write, and then come out with some, or like do you just be in the store buying carrots and crap, and like a hot 16 will come to you?
I had a studio in my house, you know what I'm saying? I built a studio in my basement, so I had a lot of time by myself. Like I was just in the studio, chilling a lot by myself, 4 in the morning, 5 a.m. I got the booth, so my process is just start what I was going through, how I was feeling at the time. And sometimes I don't even write the music, I just go in there and I just come off the top and just keep punching in, telling the engineer just stop right here, punch me back in. So it's just whatever I'm feeling. Or if I just hear a song, some people give me ideas. They say you should write a song about this, bro, or write a song about that. So it's all combined together, like, you know, combination of all that.
And by the way, what he means by punch me in, for people who don't understand like the way music works, is like sometimes like rappers will record a verse, like some rappers will just record the verse like without stopping. But what he means by punch me in is like he'll say a few bars and he'll stop, then he'll like pick up where he left off, then stop again, pick up where he left off, and stop again. So there's no confusion, because I know we're like, what, punch me in? What is that?
Yeah, they don't know about that. It's a different style. A lot of people don't do it, but I see more people doing it now.
It's a lot easier, you know what I'm saying?
They're getting lazy. They want to just go in there.
All right, so one thing I want to know before we get into the next track is, who is Chey Dolla listening to right now? Like, what's in Chey Dolla's playlist, other than you, obviously?
I'm listening to like Shotty Boy, P3, Young Bossy. These are all Akron artists. I listen to Nipsey Hussle. I like him a lot. I'm playing like, you know, Pacino, all my dudes, you know, EBK. I'm just listening to. I don't really listen to that many people, but the people I rap with, I listen to them a lot. But I like Nipsey, I like Meek.
I love Meek. Meek be having me hyped and angry.
I be
as hell
listening
for no
to a lot
reason.
of. I listen to like R&B and shit when I be chilling by myself. Though. I be like, what's the dude, Black? I like him.
Yeah.
He got a vibe.
Hello, Black.
No, it's just Black.
Six Black?
Six Black.
Yeah.
Six Black. He hard. I don't know, man. I don't listen to that much music though.
But you listen to sounds that like you're gonna get something out of it, just like
I like stuff like that. I like stuff with good content. I listen to Rich the Factor a lot. 38 Special. These people that they went out, they legends, but they underground.
Okay.
I listen to the Jacker still every day. Rest in peace to Jacker, man. Those are like my biggest influence. Jada Kiss.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't really listen to too much of the new guys.
Right.
It is a lot of dope music out though right now.
Yeah.
They got a new wave going on. You know, I gotta catch up to it. There's so many of them.
There's different sounds.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really feel like you got to catch up to nothing. Like, just stay in your own lane and see if you work for yourself or you got you here.
Right. Straight up.
Right.
I just like to listen to other stuff. I get a different perspective.
Right.
All right, so I told y'all I would get an explanation for like both of these songs, because you know they're both deep and passionate and you know powerful songs, like powerful lyrics. So the first song, Going Crazy,
Right.
it's very obvious you're talking about a girl.
Right.
Who are you talking about?
I can't, you know, we ain't gonna put no name.
Yeah, don't say no
Yeah,
names.
no
Special
names.
person
She don't
in
need
my
her life
you know.
ruined.
She put me through a lot, so we've been through a lot, so I just had to make a song about it. I can't really express myself to tell people stuff, so I had to just put it on the music. That's how I just let it out.
That's your best way to let it out.
Yeah, that's my best way to let it out. But you know, we just going through some stuff, and my dude, he had the hook, so we put it together.
But what about Wanna Know? Is it the same concept?
I want to know. I just wanted to go back outside the box. Like I said, I was just doing like hardcore street music for a while. Again, you know, sticking to my code. But I was like, I'm gonna go back. You know, I'm gonna use all my talents that I got. I can sing a little bit if they put the right tune on me. You know what I'm saying? So I just like forget. I'm gonna
was
do
definitely
this.
doing some
I was
crazy
in my
runs in that
zone. It was
song.
late night. I was by myself. You know, I was on some other, you know, I was in another planet, you know, so I just made that song and it came out right. I kept it. What's so crazy is I deleted the song, like, deleted one of the verses, and I waited till the whole next day and I just did it over. But Wanna Know is just basically asking people, though, you know, I want to know what they'll do for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm asking them questions, putting it in front of them. These questions that I got, that I be asking when I'm around my friends and people I'm around. So that's what it was about.
Like when you wrote that song, it sounded like you was like it sounds like you was at a party and stuff, and like you was just sitting in the back and just observing the room and like asking what is everybody here for?
Yeah, that's what
it sounds like. You know, you was chilling with your drink in your hand, like I wanna know if you love me, if I'm money low.
Man.
You all right, Chey? Yeah, I'm good.
Sometimes you just gotta people watch.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
Yeah.
People always observe me and see with my wrong. I just be thinking, chilling, watching, observing.
All right, so the next set of questions I want to ask you is just about rap in general, because like we're both fans of rap. And one question I always ask every rapper, every time I got a rapper in my face, is about this topic called ghostwriting.
Yes.
So how do you feel about ghostwriting? Like, does it make you less of a rapper if you have somebody helping you write your lyrics?
Yeah, they do to me. They could write like a chorus or something, or give you a couple lines, say this or that, but if you ain't writing the music, you're just a good entertainer. I don't think you're like a good musician or whatever, you know. But I'm not knocking what nobody do. I would never have a ghostwriter. I never ghostwrited for anybody either, but like I said, we can come collaborate on some thoughts, like, all right, we're gonna say this, or you should say it this way, but just writing the whole song, I kind of take away from, you know, the craft.
All right, because like the way, I don't disagree with you, but the way I always thought about it is like, you know, ghostwriting is cool as long as you're doing most of the work. For example, if you got an album of 20 songs and you wrote 15, 16, and somebody might have helped you with one, or like somebody might have like gave you one so you can hurry up and finish, but really it's just like a filler song, that's perfectly fine. But if you got an album of 20 songs and you wrote 5, you wrote 6, bro, you should be ashamed of yourself, bro. You're not a rapper.
And it's one thing to have the concept and the idea, but like if somebody else has the concept and idea and the words, and you're just the voice, it's like, what are you doing?
It's like somebody puts a battery in your back.
I'm about to put you on. I'm about to write you a slap. Man.
Hey, appreciate it. Yes,
we can all have bars, you know.
Yes, there we go. We're all delivering. But that's the thing. Like you're saying there. It's like if you're sitting down, you know what you want to write about, and if you struggle, maybe you're hitting a writer's block, whatever, you're struggling to put those words together. Someone can help you with the concept. But it's like if you are. This is how I feel about ghostwriting too. If you're somebody that the concept, the words, all of it was done without you even being there. And then you just show up and you're like, all right, time to perform. It's like, where's the hard one?
Yeah, they do that more like in the big business, man.
Right.
You know, they find somebody that's good marketable, you know. So that's how they do in the big leagues. But I never seen nobody get a song wrote for them.
But in a sense, like, you know, because I was watching Shy the Prince, he was on DJ Vlad, and he was talking about ghostwriting. He was like, in a sense, ghostwriting is kind of necessary, because let me tell you what he said. He was like, you know, when you're up against these big awards, at these big award shows, and you're not just competing against other rappers, you're competing against people like Beyonce, you're competing against Ariana Grande, you're competing against Adele, you're competing against Maroon 5. They all got writers. Like, you think you're going to beat Beyonce with just you? Like, you think you're gonna beat Adele with just you for album of the year?
They're up there for a reason.
Like, yeah, and like the next time you look at an award show, look at everybody that goes up with Beyonce when she wins her award. You think they're all just friends? No, they all had something to do with that record.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, it's big business. When they doing it like that, they collaborating, they coming together, and they, you know, they making it happen. So it's necessary in some forms of fashion or music, but like I said, in my world, we ain't doing.
No ghostwriting for Chey Dolla.
No, I don't get ghostwriting. You could write me a hook though or something, you know, idea.
Right. Chey Dolla wrote every single word of everything he ever murdered.
Oh yeah.
He's Chey Dolla. He approved that message.
I approve of it.
Yes. Talking on the track, of course.
Absolutely. All right, so the last song we're going to get into is called A Way Out. Now, before we get into this song, what's this one about?
Basically, I'm just, like, I've been through a lot, you know, I was going through a lot in my life, just trying to find a way out of the circumstances that I came up in through different, you know, find a way out of the streets and out, you know, just out of poverty and just the way I was thinking, everything. So it was just like I've been doing music. I'm trying to just use this to open another door for me. It's opened a lot of doors for me. So that's what it's about, just trying to find a way out of my situation.
I feel it.
That's one of them songs that I didn't write. I just went in there and just did it.
And it's therapeutic for you too.
Yeah, it is therapeutic. I just went in there and just put the beat on and just Just come to me.
Like a lot of people don't understand. We're gonna get into the song, but like a lot of people really don't understand when like somebody says, "Oh, this artist is crazy. They should go to therapy. That artist is crazy. They need therapy. They need therapy." Of course, they probably do need therapy, but at the same time, like that pen and pad is their therapy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the mic is their therapist. You guys are the people paying the therapy bill, really.
Right.
So like the music is their therapy. So we're gonna get into some more musical therapy. Here is Chey Dolla on Late Night Local.
Man, I like that title, musical therapy.
Yeah. Here we're gonna get into some more musical
Get
therapy.
into therapy. Yes.
Right. I own that. Don't steal it.
I already stole a little bit of it.
You know what? I'm gonna punch you. No,
Okay.
I'm playing.
I'd steal it.
All right, Chey Dolla, all the way out, Late Night Local Talent. Let's get it.